Thanks for taking a moment to review the Organizational Grant Program webinar on grant reporting for Year 1. We'll just take a moment to go through a few of the items listed on this agenda: an overview of the OGP grant cycle and requirements, a discussion of new changes to the grant reporting forms, a review of agreement terms and the grant project budget, instructions for filling out the report forms, and an overview of the post-report audit that will take place. And as a reminder, if you have any questions, you can email us at grants@arts.lacounty.gov. Before you begin, if you would take a moment to just visit the Manage Your Grant section of our website to download and review both the reporting requirements document and the OGP terms and instructions, which is Exhibit B. And also the bottom link is the link to your online Year 1 report form, which will take you directly to the forms in SurveyMonkey Apply. So just to review the county fiscal calendar, the OGP agreements follow the county fiscal calendar, which is July 1st to June 30th. And this is a 2-year grant that was awarded in July of 2024. So your Year 1 reports would cover activities from July 1st, 2024 to June 30th, 2025. And some new changes. The only real new change this year is that the Year 2 invoice is now part of your Year 1 reporting. So the Year 2 invoice will be paid in November 2025, as long as all of your Year 1 requirements are complete and your reports are submitted by the deadline of June 2nd, 2025. And just as a note, the Year 2 invoice won't appear as part of your report forms. So you'll complete your reporting forms for Year 1, and once you've submitted those, you'll then see the invoice to the complete. So that will appear just as soon as you complete your Year 1 reports. Again, there you'll see the grant management system link. So getting started, you'll want a copy of your OGP agreement. And this was what was sent to you to your primary contact in the fall of 2024. You should have this handy. And also, if you've sent your thank you letter to the Board of Supervisors, so we ask you to upload a copy of that. You can either do that in Year 1 or Year 2, but if you have already sent it, we recommend going ahead and uploading it now as part of your supplementary materials. So invoice payments. All project expenses, including your matching fund expenses, must be incurred, not expended by June 30th, 2025. So that's the information you're reporting on. And just as a reminder that your invoices, you should have already received everything, but your invoices would have been included with your agreement packet and processed last fall. Reporting. Your OGP grantee reports are an annual requirement, and each year of OGP reporting focuses on aspects of the grant project implementation for the year that you're reporting about. So you're at this point just covering Year 1, and the deadline for the Year 1 report is June 2nd, 2025. And again, you can review the terms and instructions in Exhibit B. All details about the reporting and invoice process are located in that document. So this is just to review, this is what your original agreement would look like. And just as a note, please check your address and vendor number. If your address has changed, you'll need to take an additional step to ensure that you've updated your records with the county vendor system in order to receive your payment for Year 2. But just let us know if anything has changed, and you can submit that via the change of information optional form in your report. So grantees must demonstrate and report matching dollars that ensure the Los Angeles County grant funding did not exceed 50% of the cost of the supported project for that fiscal year. Okay, and to begin, so your steps for filing the report would be to log into your SurveyMonkey Apply account. All of the OGP forms are available in the system, including your grant applications, your invoices, and your previous report forms. For you, that's more relevant for Year 2. You'll be able to refer to the forms you're submitting for Year 1 in the future. Just a few reminders. We recommend that you cut and paste from a Word document, simply because it can be easier, and in case anything happens or you forget to submit or save anything appropriately, then you've got the document that you're working with offline that you can refer to. Please, we recommend submitting 5 days prior to the deadline just to avoid last minute stress. And the system can slow down if everyone's on it at the same time. It's usually okay, but you may experience some delays in the system. And please contact grants@arts.lacounty.gov if you forgot or don't have the username for your account. If you simply forgot the password, you should be able to click forgot your password as long as you still have access to the email that you're logging in with. Once you've logged in, you'll want to click Start on the OGP grant in the All Applications list. So I'm sort of hovering it over there. You'll just find the OGP Organizational Grant Program link, and you'll click on Start. Once in, you'll be prompted to complete the 2 required tasks in the Manage Your Grant Round 1 stage. That would be, they're highlighted in red with a red arrow below. That's the Year 1 report narrative questions and the Year 1 support materials. Just some notes on your narrative questions. For your program goals, you'll want to briefly describe your OGP funded project. It is limited to a max of 200 characters. What the other questions, what short or long-term goals you're working on with this project? What are the outcomes you're seeking to measure progress on your project goals? In your OGP application, you are asked about internal and external steps taken toward integrating and reflecting the values of CEII. Briefly outline any achievements or challenges on these steps thus far. And there's an optional question, which was, what was the greatest success during this project so far in impacting your organization and or community? Then we ask also about project challenges. What challenges are you facing in implementing this project, if any? And do you need to modify your project or budget for year 2? Finally, the last question is about participation in Project Reach. Did you post on Discover LA? Just check yes or no, and if not, explain why. You are required to post publicly accessible programs and events on Discover LA. And to post, there's a link there for future. For your supplementary materials, the only thing that is required for year 1 is, well, actually, there's nothing that's required for year 1. The only thing that you have the option to submit for year 1 is a thank you letter to the Board of Supervisors. And a copy of that thank you letter from your organization should be sent to your LA County Supervisor, and then we ask you to upload a copy as part of your report. More information about this requirement can be found in the Terms and Instructions Exhibit B document of your agreement packet. We've temporarily still removed the requirement for proof of recognition and for artistic documentation for year 1. So you don't need to submit anything else other than thank you letter if you've written it. And to ensure your letter goes to the correct supervisor, we encourage you to visit the link there below, which is lavote.gov, and to look up and confirm your supervisorial district. And this is just a look at what your year 2 invoice will look like. So again, after you've completed your year 1 narrative questions and uploaded your letter, if you've completed it, you will see your year 2 invoice form. So make sure to fill out the invoice form in its entirety. And remember that the amount will be exactly half of your award amount because it's just for year 2. If you don't know what your vendor number is and find it, you can find it on your agreement on the first page. And once you've completed the invoice, click Mark as complete, and you'll be taken back to the dashboard. And once all of the required reporting tasks are complete, you can review your forms and download them for the future reference, and then click on the green Submit button, which is the final step in order for it to actually be recorded in the system. So once you complete the tasks, remember to hit the green submit button. And again, to download copies in future, you'll see the download drop down next to by clicking on the three dots next to preview in the upper right. So auditing your reports, grant staff will be conducting audits on late and incomplete OGP reports for year 1 and year 2 for all budget categories. So make a habit of completing financial records associated with your OGP grant. For your reference, here are the types of financials you should submit should we request additional information from you. These include proof of expenses, your QuickBooks or Quicken reports, copies of any canceled checks, statements, including bank or credit card showing proof of payment, receipts, signed dated contracts, and signed dated statements or invoices from the contracted individual. And note that it's your responsibility to clarify expenses that pertain to your grant funded project by highlighting them in the financial receipts and documents. So yeah, just a reminder to highlight the pertinent information in the documents you submit. Okay, finally, again, if you have any questions, please feel free to email grants@arts.lacounty.gov. You can also reach us by phone at 213-202-5858. And sample forms are available for download on our website. And I hope this has been helpful. Again, please let us know if you have any questions.